Hello, I'm Krista, and this is my friend Buttercup. She is a 3-year-old French doe, and she is an Angora Rabbit. So I want to talk to you with a quick video about rabbits. People always ask me 2 questions about rabbits. Number 1, do they make great pets? And my answer is absolutely. I've had rabbits all my life, and these kind of rabbits, Angora Rabbits, for a little over 15 years. We don't breed them or show them, they're just pet quality, but I do love them as pets, and I love the fact that you can use their fiber. So they are very friendly, they're sociable, they have certain requirements that I can certainly help you plan your perfect rabbit habitat. I do coaching, you'll see online. I can do farm coaching. You also can come and meet her in person, and her friend Acorn. This is Acorn, the picture of him on our container, and during our barn visit. But today I'm going to talk about the second question I get is, are rabbits harmed when they're being groomed? And the answer is absolutely not. That question comes up all the time. It's not an animal pelt that we're working with. This is a sustainable fiber. So if you want to have, if you're a fiber artist and you want to do felting or artwork with fiber or crochet or yarn, make yarn for crocheting or knitting, this is the perfect animal for you. All you do is take a dog grooming comb and comb her. She's not worried, she's not upset, and that's because I'm not pulling her hair out, I'm just combing it. This is very much like hair on your own hairbrush. It's already loose, it comes right out. I do this about once a week. You'll notice if there's more fluffy hair, it's very fluffy. I wear something slippery so it doesn't get all over me. If I was wearing a sweater, it would be. And then we just groom her all over. Some people pluck it right off. You might see them at a fiber fair. That's usually German rabbits have that. She's French. I comb her. She doesn't, if I were sitting here and just pluck and spin, she doesn't have the kind of hair for that. She has the kind of hair that does really well with a comb. And some people have rabbits that don't have hair that's easily combed, and that's based on their genetics. A lot of times that has English type of Angora, and they're the kind that you would pick up a hank of hair and take some scissors and then just trim it on an angle. And you would be trimming a piece, then trimming a next piece. I had one rabbit like that years ago, and you trim it. In the end, it looks like a funny, choppy haircut. They call it shearing, but it's not a buzz cut like a sheep or an Angora goat, which gives you mohair, or our lambs or alpacas. They get clippers shear them by a professional shearer, and you leave about a 1/4 inch of fiber all over them. So she either gets plucked, combed, or shorn. Those are the terms. And then I just save the fiber. So there's different fiber in here, different colors. These kind of rabbits come in tan, gray, white, black, or brown. There's about 15 variations if you were showing them. I'm not, again, I don't breed. She would love to breed with little Acorn, her friend, but we keep them separate. I'm going to show you that if I were to do this all, it would take many more minutes. If I were to find something that is kind of felted, maybe she got wet or felted, I would take the little scissors and trim and throw that away. But you have to be careful because their skin is like tissue paper. And one of the other things you train the bunny to do is gently get to know your bunny really well and gently kind of pick her up and relax her feet, tell her to relax. That's a good girl. And you can brush their belly. Whoops, she was not happy with that. See, that's her telling me I don't love that. I was watching the camera and not really watching her. So that is the Angora bunnies. Again, if I were to do this her whole body, it would probably only take me about 10 minutes. They are wonderful pets and very easy. And I'm going to show you how to spin this fiber. Oh, one quick thing is this does not need to be washed. You just put it right in a bucket, a loose bucket, so it doesn't get felted, and you can spin right from here. You wash it at the end when you wash your skein. People ask, am I making her cold? No, it never looks different. You can see that when you comb it, She still has, this stuff is not coming off. This is new hair. They actually are super warm. Our bunnies live out in the barn. They have the ability to go outside and inside and have a little play area. I do have to worry about the heat more than the cold weather, because they can keep warm. This is actually super warm, way warmer than sheep wool, because it has a hollow core. Usually people, when they use it for fiber, artists use it as an accent piece. If you're making something to wear, it's really hot if you made a whole Angora sweater. And I blend ours with our llama and alpaca and wool from our thin sheep, and we make a blend. And it makes a halo of fluffiness in your yarn. This is the kind of yarn that I make. I make funky art yarn, and it has fuzziness to it, which they call the halo. And what you do is, after you've done the skein, you whap it on the counter and it makes a halo. It also gets fluffier as you knit with it. So that's some llama, alpaca, sheep wool, and rabbit hair in our art yarn. It has a tag on it because I bring it to the farm. That one hasn't sold yet at the farmer's market. So, Buttercup, I just want to hold her real quick before we say goodbye and show you how big she is. She is quite a big bunny, but she's a very good girl. So I've put Buttercup back in her cage because I wanted to show you just a little bit about spinning. I had trouble spinning Angora fiber when I first got rabbits, and I learned from someone that you really need a really long leader string on your bobbin. That is the secret, because I had a short one, because sheep wool spins up so much quicker. It draws in quicker. So I have a Louette spinning wheel. I'm doing very thick and thin spinning. I like to have it kind of lumpy because it makes it interesting for art yarn, but you certainly can draft this really thin and make wonderful yarn. I just sit here with a bag of fiber next to me, and I can reach in. If you notice, we took it right off Buttercup, put it into my bucket, and I just put it in the bag here. I don't need to card it. You can card it if you'd like to. I don't need to card it at all. You can just make it thin or thick based on what you like, right from the rabbit. It's a great way to get into fiber art by having just a little animal. They don't need a barn, they don't need a fencing, and all you can just do is spin. You can even use drop spindle. So if you ever want to be a fiber artist, you don't need a big farm. You can have a rabbit and start spinning away.